I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. Tonight, we. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. Tonight, we rejoin the party as they are dealing with the aftermath of the battle with Lord Cromwell. They have secured the Bloodstone. They are attempting to dispose of all of the bodies, and I believe they decided to pile them up and burn them. Uh, as you guys do that, however, it's going to take some time, and you are along not a busy road. You are not on the main highway, nor even on the uh, secondary road that heads west towards Langenberg. So, either of those two roads would be,
High traffic.
yeah, far more high traffic. But this path that leads to the northern counties, it's not untraveled. Like, we're not talking about you're hacking your way through uncharted territory here or anything. This is the equivalent of if we're equating it to modern, equivalencies. So the main, well, here, let's pull up the map, and then that way you guys can follow along.
Well, this was Cromwell's campsite, so he wouldn't have been too noticeable, right?
Well, yeah, we'll get to that as I explain what's going on here. So, um, if you go over to the map by Waterran there, you will see. Oh, actually, here, let me help you out. All right, so now you guys are over by Waterran there, and as you can see, there is. Oh, geez, completely forgot that it helps when I do this. All right, give it a second to load for some of your toasters. Alrighty, so you guys should be able to see the map now.
It's coming up slowly.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't realize your toaster was from the 1970s.
It's actually pretty new, but a toaster's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a new toaster.
Hey, as long as it's a brave little toaster.
So before we ended last time, we had gotten bodies and the tents and everything in a big pile. Well, that was the main goal before we
Yeah,
did anything.
I'm gonna, develop all of that as I explain to you what's going on, just that you guys can, have a chance to really understand the scene here. So, you guys have the map now, yes?
Is everybody's map loaded up? I feel like mine's taking forever.
Mine is not yet loaded either.
Mine's up now.
Mine's not in yet.
Oh.
Yeah, there might be a lot of assets if this one's Super HD or something.
Well,
that
it
needs to load.
is, but I mean, we're only talking about like
Oh, mine's up.
34 megabytes or whatever,
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people on my internet right now. All right, I'm good.
So I think we have a quorum now of people who can see the map.
I can
I
too.
got it.
I can see
Okay.
it.
So guys, do we even bother searching bodies anymore when we defeat people, or we just got past that?
I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. They're gonna give us like 10 gold or something each time.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not even going to bother anymore. I didn't care. I don't want.
Mhm. I mean, we'll search like bags, like the main leader's bag, but then scrounging people's like underwear is not really important, I feel.
All right. So over here, you'll see the dotted blue line that leads away from Waterran and the dotted white lines that kind of run all over. Those are not the only roads that and paths that exist. Those are just the two, to put it into modern equivalencies. The blue line would be like the highway, and then the white lines would be like your regular city streets. But there are still off, paved roads where it's gravel or dirt, and you can get down some farm road leading all kinds of places. And as you guys know, this map is huge. So the distance between Waterran and Langenberg is far greater than you would assume just by looking at the map. And so there actually are little like dirt paths for equivalency, because even the white dotted lines are really just dirt paths. It's not like they have paved roads. Although the blue line is an actual like cobblestone paved road that was built by the Empire, so that is a road. But the rest of all the white lines are just dirt roads, but there's still farm trails that take you elsewhere. That is where you guys find yourselves. So you're like somewhere up in here. He rode hard to the north and tried to stay off of the beaten paths, and was gonna cut across, in between the towns there, so that he was coming across as few people as possible. So you guys ran him down to the north there,
Yeah,
and
pretty close to Waterran. He didn't get very far.
yeah, he didn't get very far. And as you guys rode him down. Oh wait, yeah, you guys rode for like another day, so like maybe there. So you guys probably got out of the kingdom that Water Ran is in, and just across the border, but like not too much further. And so anyway, you guys now know that it is possible that some erstwhile caravan who got, off the beaten path, or one of the many farmers who, like, they have little spread out little areas around here. Obviously, there's like the farmers who live next to the cities that you actually see on the map.
Yeah.
But
We're kind of in the middle of Narkel and Dregery, so maybe we
right,
should burn the bodies. Yeah, you guys are right.
but also there's little local hamlets that don't appear on the map because there's like less than 500 people that live there. And if it's less than 500 people, I don't even put it on the map because then the map would just be way too crowded. And
That makes sense.
so yeah, so like there's little hamlets all throughout this area here, as well as like individual farmers, kind of like the Great Expansion period in American history, where you would be traveling out west, and obviously there was major population centers, once you got to the west coast, but along the way there would be small little groups of people, you know, just settling wherever, and individual farmers that like one family just stopped and was like, "Yep, here's where we're gonna have our stuff in the middle of nowhere with nobody else around." And so there's all kinds of stuff like that out there. So that's my long-winded way of getting to
Anyway, after all the exposition,
yeah. Exposition. So after all of that is said, fire creates smoke. Smoke is highly visible, especially when you're talking about these kind of plains. There are dips and hills and all of that, and little coves of trees. It's not like it's just endless grassland everywhere you look, but for the most part, this is the Great Plains kind of area, and so you can see for miles if there's like a massive pyre of like a dozen bodies.
yeah. I don't know. I think the point is just to make them non-identifiable, right? But I guess back in the day, it's not very easy to identify somebody anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm indifferent to what we do with the bodies. If we have a moral reason to bury them, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
let's just do it quickly, and if people come, yeah, we can just chase them off.
Well, and I'll send the imp up to spy and keep an eye out for anybody coming from any direction.
You guys are like, shit, we are the lions in this situation. If the hyenas come, we will murder them too and add them to the pyre.
No.
Well, I mean, people on the road here are going to recognize the griffin and know that it's probably some kind of it associated with the city and the guard. So just seeing one would
Well, Maxius's guards in the kingdom of Shamel or Shamel or whatever it's called. I'll look up the name of the kingdom later if it's important. But the kingdom where Water Ran is in is the ones who have the authority with the markings that you have with the griffin and all of that. So this is not the same kingdom, because remember, this is the border kingdoms, and in the border kingdoms, each of them is like kind of their own city state. In fact, Langenberg is like a tiny little like kingdom unto itself.
Yeah, they claimed independence.
Yeah, they had their king.
Yeah, that king that freaking. Go ahead. That was hanging people. Yeah, the freaking dude.
Yeah, I think he's just the whole thing makes me laugh. The king of Lingenberg.
Yeah.
Just he's so pretentious.
Well, I mean, he's got like 8,000 people or whatever there. Like he's the king of all of them.
Yeah, I mean.
So, do we want to get to digging a trench, or do we just want to?
Nah, honestly, guys. I mean, these guys get
already
all the
stack them
time,
up,
right?
and
Like,
stack
do we
them up
really need
so
to bury them or burn them? I know what you mean, but like, if it's less moral to burn them, like it's honestly, you know, they all fought a battle. That's all Torm cares about. But if it means anything to other people, like if we have to bury them or if we have to burn them, like sure, let's go for it. But I could just leave them there, you know.
Yeah, I can't leave them there. I need to at least burn them.
Okay.
There you
Well,
go.
let's-
So you can help.
let's
You
put
can help
them all
back
bundled
them
up,
up.
we'll light them up. If we put them in a big pyre and they get moving right after, it will cover the numbers. They won't be able to identify how many are in there. So we'll wrap them up in the tent, burn them all at once, and get moving right after the fire started. And by the time it's really burning, we'll be gone.
Cool, that's fine. I can
Yeah,
lift these
perfect.
guys over my shoulder, just fucking toss them in a pile.
All right. So again, this is going to take some time because you were burying Greg. So, I don't know how many of you have ever dug
Yeah, he gets. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you've ever dug a hole, like it doesn't just happen. Like
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah,
Does
yeah.
someone have polymorph? Because we can be a badger or something, or a creature
true.
that's
We
good
have,
to
we
have.
have husky too.
Nah, we're
What?
good. I mean, we're all capable
We can-
people. We could just solve freaking.
We can take his body back to town. We might be able to find his family.
I think we bury him here. I don't think we take him back to town.
And we can just bury him here.
We find a nice tree and we bury him under it.
Yeah, which we already described happening. I'm just making sure that it's clear why this is taking so long, before you guys are like, what? It was like
the
early
chances of somebody
in the
finding us.
day, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, it was early in the day, then you had the whole battle, then you had to clean up your wounds and
We're cool with the consequences. I think we'll just if you really want us to roll like a chance, maybe like a D100, and we'll figure out what happens.
Oh
I don't know.
no. I do all of that as far as if I want to know if there was a random encounter, I'll roll for it. But if I already know what I'm doing, then I just do that. So that's
We'll bring it.
that's not important as far as whether or not there's a random encounter. I'm just making sure that what is important is that you understand that it was daylight. It is now getting very close to dusk. And it is definitely after battle and digging and dragging bodies because you guys said you're not stripping these knights down, right? So that means that you're dragging not only 150 to 250 pound men, but all of their equipment and stuff that they had on as well. So
Yeah, it's okay. We'll put in
So
the effort.
this is a physically
It's hard
exerting
work,
thing.
but we'll-
You don't have to roll anything for it, but yeah, you guys are sweating. You guys are working. You've gotten everything together. It's time to light the pyre, but it's about to be dark in a few hours. 1 or 2 hours. It'll
Okay, so
start getting
do I-
dark.
do I throw-
And I'm sorry, and you guys are going to need to eat something for the day and rest. I'm going to give Bringers his short rest, because I'm going to assume that Arn and all of that were digging that he could have taken a rest for an hour at some point in order to regain his slots and all of that. And did anybody else need to take a short rest in there? Electo, I'm sure, probably did, just on general principle, whether he needed to or not.
I sure did.
Well, so how about we'll stack them up. We'll light them in the morning. We'll camp here tonight or nearby. We won't do it right here, but a good half hour away,
Ooh.
and then we'll come back in the morning, light it, and head out.
Wouldn't it be better to burn at night?
Then everyone will
think
see it.
That's true.
Yeah,
I was thinking
so-
about the smoke, but not the actual fire. Yeah, never mind.
All right, then we'll use the tents to cover them up. And have
Yeah,
that
it'll just
all-
be a covered pile of bodies for the night, and we'll be far enough away if a scavenger animal comes. Not our problem. We'll clean up in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tarp should cover them. They had large tents. We're gonna like pile all that on.
Well, and so we have the Lehman's tiny hut, and we have the imp to keep watch all night, so we'll be good.
Yes.
All right, we execute.
No, you already executed them. Yeah, all right. So you guys are going to subtract a ration each in order to sustain yourselves, and then um, the sun starts to fall, and you guys find yourselves camped out, you know, in the middle of nowhere. You haven't really seen anything, but as uh, the sun sets, you can hear the yipping of coyotes and other, fox and nocturnal predators coming to life.
We're in a magic hut. We're okay.
And so I'll have the imp fly, like, kind of keep watch on us, and since they're, not too far away, I'll have the imp swing by the pile occasionally and just scare anything there.
Yeah. So you guys do that, and so now here's the next map, and it's pretty much the crossroads where you guys were at. But like I said, this isn't like one of the official roads. This is just like some dirt path somewhere. So you guys can go ahead and get set up in your sleeping pattern, and then from there.
I will take as long a watch as I need to, so everybody can get their rest.
We don't need watches at all.
Yeah, the freaking imp could just wake us up. It's immortal.
And we have Lehman's hut anyway, so we're safe from anything coming. Between those two, we can just basically camp out.
All right. So it is nighttime. And
Can I climb up this tree here? Is that a
yeah.
tree?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, let me try that. I'm gonna sleep up there. I'm gonna sleep on the ground with the bonfire, or even close to them.
Nice one, dude.
And so obviously you're not in the tiny hut then.
No, I'm apparently trying to climb the tree, not getting up, and then just grumpily laying against the tree.
You're not gonna go in the hut.
No, I want to keep a watch for at least for a little while.
Okay,
I
it's
don't
fine.
trust any of this stuff. Where's Cromwell's body? Are we gonna throw it in the pile? Or putting it somewhere?
Well, Cromwell's body was eaten by the bird, right?
No, we just threw it in the pile. We didn't actually feed it to the bird.
Okay, that's fine. We throw in the pile on the bottom.
Also, Zima is trained not to eat humans.
Oh, good bird.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we knew where he was. He's in the pile for.
Good bird, horse thing, lion.
All right. So, as you guys are chilling. Oh, what? You don't want this puppy? So as you guys are
I'm gonna.
chilling, oh, I forgot. Most importantly, to introduce to everyone.
Wait, as well, I'm sorry. I know what you're gonna say about the wolf. I think I kind of abandoned that idea early in the game. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wolf has a mind of its own, Mister.
it's because Logan has a dog, and I think I want to see him get his dog more than I want my wolf. So it's okay. I mean,
Okay.
if I get a wolf, I know this is kind of like metagaming, but I'll probably wait till we get up north to get something.
All right. So, then all tokens are on the map, so we're good with that.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine. That's better. And so as you guys are, resting, all of a sudden, Dragos, you feel a strange pulse coming from your bag.
Oh god, it's the freaking death orb.
I'll wake up and wake people up and there's something going on with the bloodstone we've got. I think.
Is it vibrating?
I don't know. The bag moved.
We'll just take out the batteries.
I'm not touching it with my hands. I'll use a piece of cloth to pull it out of the bag to look at it, but I'm not touching it directly.
I wonder why. So he takes it out the bag, and is it glowing, or what's happening? What does it look
So
like?
as you reach in to touch it with the piece of cloth, roll a wisdom save.
Oh shit! If you drop it, just pick it up with a mage hand instead. Oh wait, and you also get a +3 to that because of my aura.
Oh, that is coded in. Hold on one second.
Wait, really?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, not to this, but hold on.
Oh, you can code it in. You said you mean?
No. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a second. First, I have to go through and take off calm emotions and bless from Zima
Oh,
and
how would I? Speaking of which, how would I equip the rapier? Because you said you put it in. Is it listed somewhere or somewhere?
the rapier is in the party inventory. Next to the combat tracker, there's the party sheet. There's a rapier of defending in there that anyone can take and
Oh, that's
equip.
really cool.
Also, not to be a sourpuss,
Cool,
but I
guys.
mean, do you allow us to attune to more than 3 items at a time? Because I think it's matters on our proficiency, right?
No, just 3.
Okay, I'm maxed out on things then. So just make sure you guys are attuned to like 6 things, or I don't know.
Okay, so
Well, I have nothing, so I'm not worried.
Arn, you have your aura of protection on, but you did not apply it to Dragos before he made the save because you guys were in the tent together. Um, and so if you go to your actions tab, you'll see aura of protection, and you can drag that over to anyone within 10 feet of you, and then they will automatically have their save increased by 3. So Dragos, you did make a 20 on that, and that is good. You did manage to save, and that is important because Logan, it said it removed the. Oh, are you not? Are you not wielding? Oh, right, because it's only while you're wielding it. Yeah, you're good. All right. Anyway, you managed to resist the effects, whatever it was, that tried to take over your mind, but or infiltrate your mind or whatever it was trying to do. But the orb is still glowing a sanguinous red. It gives off a light that is both beautiful and like creepy, and the black veins like accentuate the blood red light that it is giving off. And as um you watch, it suddenly pulses again, and you guys find yourselves surrounded. There were a dozen knights, and 3 of them took payment and left. 9 of them lost their lives, and 9 wraiths appear surrounding you. They look like knights in armor with swords. The menacing, glowing red eyes staring intently as if through the hut, at all of you, but especially at you as you hold the stone, Dragos. Everybody can initiatize.
Holy fuck. Always coming up from the rear.
Arn, be more like Logan when I say initiatize.
I can't always get a 20. I'm sorry. So this thing revives dead things around us. Holy fuck! At nighttime, is this what this thing does?
You
I
don't
guess
know.
we don't know, but that's what we're. I mean, something's happening here. Gosh,
All right, let me see what I can do here. Give me 1 second.
I wonder if these
Yeah,
things
guard.
are weak to radiant. I wonder if they are.
That would be a good guess.
Hopefully, if they're
Ah,
undead,
jeez.
depends what they are. I don't know. All right, Logan, what do you do?
Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm looking for shit. I don't know what to do. Where's everybody else?
Well,
I-
you're the only one not in the hut, right? So, I
Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna have to protect Husky over here. Tusky and Zima are, and just take the dodge action for now.
hold up. How big is the hut, Carrie?
Let me check.
I don't require attunement with the sword, right? So I can already wield it.
10-foot
Correct.
radius.
I think you can wield it, but you can't use the magic part of it, right? Unless you
No, yeah,
attune to it.
no, it's good to go.
Oh, okay,
This
10
is plug and play sword.
got it.
10-foot radius.
Okay.
So it's cramped, but not, you know.
Yeah, you guys are used to it at this point.
No. That's oh yeah, 10-foot radius. Yeah, you're good.
It's actually quite
Oh,
large.
by the way, I was shouting, guys. I'm shouting and like, oh shit, guys, it's really bad because I can't see any of you.
Yeah. I think we can see out of it though, so I think we see
Yes.
what's going on.
It's two-way mirror like that.
All right. I don't know,
Oh,
Logan. Do
I
you
should
want to?
probably roll initiative for the.
Sorry about that. I should have done that.
What did you do? You just kind of panicked.
As one is wont to do when surrounded by wraiths.
No, I get it. I get it.
Tusky's so scared.
Yeah, Tusky's shaking. Zima's like, fuck yeah, let's do this! I thought I wasn't gonna get to kill anyone else today. I get to kill these guys twice? Bonus!
Zima's
Even
blood
after we
hungry.
burned them? Didn't we burn them?
No, we were gonna burn him in the morning. I think we said specifically.
It wouldn't have mattered anyways. These are like their spirits. Not
I mean, it
the
might have. I don't know. We don't know though.
Yeah, you do not know. That is correct. All right. This wraith glides forward with amazing speed and attacks Logan. With a dread screech, it brings its glowing ethereal sword down on you again and again.
so they should have disadvantage at the dodge action.
Did you take the dodge action? What you got to do is open your character sheet, go to actions, and oh man, what? I didn't add it to your sheet here. Somehow I did everything
shit,
else
sorry.
forgot to do this. All right, there you go. So now you drag dodge onto yourself, and then it applies it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it is really handy dandy notebook stuff. So now, automatically, I don't even have to click on anything. I can just do this. Okay, so take some of this. Oh, nuts.
Phew, luckily.
Your martial arts skills allow you to dodge and duck out of the way like Keanu Reeves. The next Wraith. Flies at Tusky.
I'm so worried right now. These things are so scary.
And attacks Tusky.
Oh god, if we have to bury Tusky, we're gonna be here all day digging a hole. Oh god, these things are gonna hurt us.
Tusky's maximum hit points is reduced by 19.
Oh shit.
So my thing is a passive. I'm not exactly sure what I have to apply it physically to people. I thought they just have it for being near me. Is what I'm reading it as.
Your aura of protection.
Yes.
Anyone within the 10 feet of you? Yes.
Uh huh. Saving 30% is +1.
So before someone that's close to you makes a saving throw, just drag it on them so that, like, I think they do automatically get it, but so that the mechanics will work, you just have to put it on them because we're not always 10 feet within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that sucks. I have to do that every single time I'm within 10 feet of somebody.
Yeah.
Wait, aura of protection and my actions. There is no thing I could drag on people. It's just a little effect that I can click.
Yeah. It's so aura protection, you just drag that effect right onto people.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I never used this like that before.
Yep. And so just all right, he succeeded. So Tusky doesn't have his maximum hit points reduced by 19.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ooh,
Yeah, no problem. How come
He's dead.
Tusky? Oh, I see. There we go. Sorry about that. This Wraith. Attacks Tusky.
oh, I was scared to move.
Oh, yeah, you have to apply it each time.
Each time, he already has one on him though.
Oh, he does? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Then it should. Oh, yeah, it already affected. Okay, yeah, we're good. So he failed and has his hit points reduced by 22. Ouch. Tusky has 1 hit point left.
He's gonna die.
Zima flies up into the air 80 feet. She's like, "Rah! Fuck this!"
All right, Bringers. What can you do?
Alrighty. So I am currently comfortable inside of the. So I am going to. I'm gonna peek out 1 second. I gotta find the map here. I'm gonna. I think that's. Am I out of the hut right there?
Yeah.
Okay. If I am out of the hut there, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast my Channel Divinity, and I'm going to turn undead. So, oops. There we go. And let's see. Then 30.
Within 30 feet of you.
Yep. And how tall are these things?
Maybe 6.5 feet.
So I wouldn't see them over the hut, basically.
Right.
You can see through the hut, though.
I don't
You
think
could.
I.
Not when
well,
she's
well, not.
outside.
Yeah, the outside is opaque.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast my turn undead. And as a bonus action, I'm going to heal Tusky with my healing lights. All 3 of them. And then I'm gonna go back inside.
Gonna go back in time.
So theoretically, we can survive this encounter if we kind of play with this orb with the hut.
Yeah.
But Tusky is going to die here because I think wraiths kill you when you go down to 0 automatically. I don't think they actually let you save. So I think Tusky's in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, there's not much we can. I don't know. There's much we can do running out there. I don't know. We can see what we can do, but yeah, I'm not super positive about.
Yeah, I don't have much choice though, being this guy. This guy is gonna run out there to try to save Tusky. Definitely. Sorry.
If you do radiant damage, you'll destroy them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about conquering presencing them to try to get them away from us at least for a minute because it lasts a minute and they got to make wisdom saves.
They're immune to fear effects.
Frick.
All right, but they're not immune to turn undead, though, right?
Well,
Shouldn't.
that's different.
Right.
Turn undead is a special effect that is technically based on fear effects, but it has nothing to do with like them being afraid. It's literally they're repulsed by the divine presence of your self.
Okay, for my bonus action, I'm going to give a I don't know why that's targeting from Tusk. Since my ride flew away without me. The tent here. Shoot this one with Eldritch Blast.
It screeches as your Eldritch Blast zaps it twice. It deals a moderate amount of damage to it, and you can see that its ethereal form is now like less clear.
And then I'm going to hop back inside the tent.
Hey, Electo, can you cast from inside the tent?
So that's what I was just going to say. So if I step out of the tent disappears and I cannot cast through the tent. So I don't know if what I'm going to do is going to work, but I'm going to try it. Oh, sorry, this will leave you guys one more round with the tent up. So I would like to try to cast Dispel Magic on the orb in case this is a particular effect that is calling these rays forward.
Quick thinking, Electo.
All right, Electo, I'll give you a point of
should be healed, by the
inspiration
way.
for that. Oh, wait, you already have one.
Oh.
Wait, he does? No, he doesn't.
Terrible.
Now he has one.
No, he did.
I've got it. So I think I have my inspiration thing checked, and then Dragos gave me inspiration right now too. Okay, so
sorry.
For Dispel Magic, so it says any spell of 3rd level or lower is dispelled. For each spell 4th level or higher, I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. It's 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. So make a spellcasting check.
Okay, will my inspiration automatically apply?
Make sure you just click advantage on the bottom left. That way you get advantage.
No, it doesn't automatically apply. You decide when you want to use it. So yeah.
Okay, so I click advantage.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want.
It's intelligence check, not a save, right?
Check.
Here goes nothing.
Holy shit.
No, 19.
Yes.
All right. You do, in fact, dispel the magic that is, in effect right now, but all that does is mean that they can be permanently destroyed now. Before, while that was active, if you would have reduced them to 0 hit points, they just would have reformed a round later.
Well, better than nothing. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I attack Logan. I would also like to
Three
get
of the
in on
five
this
relief
Logan attacking scheme you have.
Fuck, dude. This is not.
Fucking right, Jackie Chan, that shit.
Whatcha? Everybody was kung fu fighting. Logan was fast as lightning.
Isn't that one turned?
Oh, I just saw that. Yes. This one must run away. There we go. Now I'll get you, my pretty, and your little elephant too.
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
Ooh, look at him powerhouse that save.
Wow.
He's like, what? Think just because you're killing me that means that I'm gonna go down easy?
Okay, well, at least he didn't die.
Yes, but as he goes down, this wraith comes in and performs a coup de grace.
Oh,
They're
what?
gonna feast on him.
Yeah.
Coup de Tusky. That was not instant death, if that makes you feel any better. Oh, I wasn't targeting. That's why. Alright. Let's try that again. Okay, still was not instant death. And once
Oh,
again,
this is so
powerhouse is
painful.
his save. What a good boy. Alright, this guy is turned, so he gotta run away.
Drop the mother of all shatters on these guys when we get a chance.
Hey, Logan, can you heal Tusky at least up to 1 HP? Well, I'm trying to decide on what to do. Should I?
If I get him up, then I'll go down next turn.
Yeah. Fuck. I know you're more important.
I don't know
That didn't sound like you
I'm-
were like 100% convinced.
No, it's just because I'm trying to play Arn right now. Okay, he's freaking out because he just woke up and there's these things freaking screeching and
Oh, you
flying through the
guys-
sky,
You
and
guys
they're
have
attacking
wounds, it
Tusky.
seems. Are you guys wounded? You should have been healed.
No, we did short rest before this, but none of us have long rested.
All I heard there was, I know you're more important, asterisk.
And the short rest got
He's
rid of
got-
my
That's
speech.
okay.
Gosh, well, I just gotta. I'm just really sad that I can't do anything to help Tusky.
Do you have any bonus action healing?
No, not this character. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it, but I don't have any bonus action stuff. It really sucks. Okay, well, fuck. I'm just trying to think what I'm gonna do because there's Logan that's obviously, getting surrounded, and Tusky. So I'm just kind of having to think of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna bolt. You guys can't see me right now, but anyone that can see me looks like I'm about to fucking dash.
Well, what are you gonna do? Can I know?
Just get as far away as possible. I don't know how far they can fucking.
Are you gonna disengage?
I can do it when they attack, so I just have to wait for an attack.
Mm-hmm. You could also escape into the hut, maybe.
Yeah, like there's not a sign on the door that says no Logans allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but we're all gonna stay in here.
Yeah, why not?
till the morning.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
if there was a bunch of like wolves outside and there was a cottage, like you would go inside the cottage and close the door.
yeah, that's why I'm just trying to decide what to do because there's no way we're killing every single one of these because these things decrease our maximum hit points by their attack, so it's going to be really bad. And
No,
if they decrease us past 0, it's automatic death.
And in fairness, you already did kill every single one of them.
Okay. Okay, well, Arn's gonna run out, and he's gonna attack Wraith number 3 right here. You know what? I'm gonna cast instead. I'm gonna cast with a bonus action, spiritual weapon. So if I can get that, that'll be nice. Okay, while that happens, I'm gonna attack Wraith 3.
Oh, spiritual weapon. Yeah, got it. Grabbing.
Nicely done.
Oh, did it roll both by itself?
Yeah. All right. So,
Oh, I crit. Holy shit! I'm gonna pack a smite into that first hit.
okay. So, first of all, you got to click on the plus minus and set it as a critical hit because it's no longer set as a critical hit.
Okay, it's set as a critical, so I'm gonna crit with my damage first on that first hit. So 21 to the Wraith, and then critical with my smite. One second, I'm trying to look for it. Oh wait, I messed up somewhere.
Yeah, you
where's
put that
my
on yourself
smite?
before you put the damage, and then it does it.
Oh, before I just clicked a button and it did damage. Like I
Okay,
had to
but if
look
you
up.
put it on yourself and then click that button, it'll put the smite in the formula.
Oh, yeah. When you decide to do a smite, you put that on yourself and then you roll it. Okay, so I'm gonna take away the 21 damage from.
Oh, I see. Okay, it's just I guess you fixed it because before it was a different way.
Yeah. I made it so that it's like correct because once you hit, then you can decide to do it. So hold on, let me make sure that I have this right. 21. All right.
Okay, I was just confused. I was like, I did something wrong.
No, well, yes, but no. So it's my fault. So now that you have the smite on you, now click the critical and deal the damage.
Got it.
Sorry about that.
Okay, there you go. All of it's rolled for 32. That Wraith is done. And that was my first attack, so now I get my second attack on it. On this number 7 here. All right. What did that do? 16. Oh, I didn't freaking target. I'm so stupid. I'll just roll again, right? You want me to roll again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry, my first attack of the day.
Hold on. You're targeting yourself.
I am?
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah. You killed yourself.
Wait, what? How did I start targeting myself?
When you put the smite on.
It's so confusing. How do I not target myself?
Control left click on yourself. There you go. Yeah.
That's so weird. I never did that.
Yeah. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
It like automatically targeted me whenever I did the aura thing. I was pretty much. I only had 6 HP missing at the beginning of the fight.
Okay, 6. There you go.
Okay. I was like, wait a second, I'm dead. Okay, let me just do the second hit again. My bad, guys. I'm like really extending my turn. Okay, and then the wolf gets a hit.
Why didn't you step all the way in so that you could provide flanking? Or are you gonna run back to the?
I still can theoretically.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't know if you were gonna run back to the hut or something.
wait, where the? I'm so confused. I think my she got changed, and I don't see where my
What are you looking for?
spiritual weapon is. I can't find the damage button.
So
I'm in my actions where I normally go, and it
Yeah.
would be near the bottom, and it's not there anymore.
there you go.
Okay. Okay, it didn't do much, but there you go.
Despite not being religious, Electo starts to pray very quietly, but no one can hear him. He's praying for Tusky's life.
Tusky rolls a death saving throw.
Oh, the
Lo-
puppy's inside my shirt. So unless I die, it's gonna stay stuck
the
there.
puppy growls at the wraiths surrounding you.
What a brave dog.
All right, so the hut is safe for now. So I'm gonna try to get there. So let's see. Attack first. Roll the attack first. Oh no, didn't work. Hold on. There we go. What? Wait, hold on. Why am I attacking him? Why does it say effect to bring it?
That is weird.
Okay, well, it didn't hurt him, so I hit the right target. So that's my attack, and then I can use a kite point for the unarmed strikes. I'm the same guy.
Uh,
Oh shit! Get the first one. Sorry, guys, I keep missing the. No, I missed. Okay,
Dang it.
now I get the free. I get the free disengage with the flurry of blows. So I'm just going to step into this tent and crouch down.
The door is on the other side.
You could just walk through the tent. It's like a bubble.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm gonna be like, what the hell? I'm just gonna kneel down like superhero breather. Because I don't know what to do next. And the puppy's with me. Let's comes. Go. I don't have a bonus action. I used it. Sorry. Here we go.
By the way, I think I did stay outside on purpose. I didn't step back in.
You think you did?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Kunde Tusky.
Arn, are you in or out?
No, I'm out.
Well, if he's out, then I'm out. Tusky dies, sadly, as the Wraith's sword plunges into the elephant's heart. You can see the elephant twitch and, spasm for a second before it dies. And you're very sure that it's dead. I'm not going to explain how. I turn on Arn and attack him.
Do these things just get advantage?
No. Why did I get advantage on you? Oh, I know why. I need to take an effect off of you. You were unconscious.
Oh yeah, I remember. On accident.
Yep. Stop hitting yourself. Well,
That's not fair. You don't get to roll again after you missed with an advantage.
what? I thought I hit with the advantage. Oh no, I missed. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought that was a hit. I just saw advantage and I just went to re-roll because I thought that was a hit. Yeah, no, I would not do that. Zima. Zima flies down and,
Picks me up and flies away.
well, pretty much, flies down and waits for Arn to get on, but while she's waiting, she attacks this wraith. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I had missed on that. I just saw advantage. I was like, oh, I better re-roll that.
Yeah, of course it hits. Yeah.
Right. When you see advantage, it's like, well, I hit, of course. Bringers.
All right. Well, I would know that Husky is for sure dead. And Zima's off the ground a little bit.
No, she had to land in order to let Arn get on and attack the wraith.
So if I go here, do I have a is I'm assuming this wraith number 7 has cover?
Yes.
2, 5. I want to attack it with Eldritch Blast, but I have to know kind of the.
Every wraith that is on the map has cover from you right now.
Right, but is it a -2, -5?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
Partial cover.
It's full cover for the one directly by Arn and partial cover for any of the other ones you can see.
Then I'll just do a Sacred Flame and be very sad. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon.
And what form does your spiritual weapon take?
It's a hammer.
Hammer.
Okay, maybe.
There you go.
And I guess it would be right there because Tusky's no
Sure.
longer around.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose I should delete
And
Tuskies.
go back into the hut.
I goes, you could probably pull Arn in if you used your movement in action.
Did you hear that, Electo?
Sorry. Yeah, I did. I could. Maybe I didn't. I heard you say that the Dragos could pull Arn in, but I didn't hear what you said before that.
Well, Electo can't.
It's your. Oh no, wait! It is Drago's turn. Never mind. I thought it was Electo's turn for some reason.
I was like,
wish had someone had daylight.
I know. I was thinking about that right now. I was like, "Fuck!" There's no daylight spells, like sunbeam or something. But we don't got that. Yeah, I know it's mildly frustrating that I stayed outside, but Arn wouldn't walk back inside if there's people out here.
So Dragos?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to decide because what I want to do is jump on Zima and fly over to the bodies and light them on fire and hope that putting them to rest puts these things down. But I'm not sure it matters at all if it's not if it's the gem. Or I could pull Arn in, or I could try and shoot one of them with Eldritch Blast.
Can you theoretically do the best of both worlds? Can you hop on Zima and use your action to, like, command Zima to grab me? Is that a thing with her claws?
Well,
You're
yes.
Yeah, she's pretty large, so I don't think she would have a problem grasping me.
Zima's turn. Zima just
You
flew
are
over.
you are correct. Those are two adjectives that I would use to describe Zima.
Pretty
that
and
is
large.
something we can do. Is grab,
Pretty and large.
I can use Zima to pick up Arn and fly away with them.
But if you
Okay,
wait till
so
Zima's turn,
now on your turn, you can go out and mount Zima, right? Okay. But she has already acted this turn, so you cannot use her movement well actually she has some movement left, so you could use some of that movement to move, but not her action to grab Arn because she used her action to attack the Wraith. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know what? I like it. So point of inspiration, and I will allow you to use your action to grab Arn's hand and hoist him up onto Zima with you.
Okay, we'll do that. So the action is mounting Zima and pulling Arn onto it.
Yes.
And then we can use how much of her movement.
Or actually, no. We're gonna go with what you said. To where Zima grabs him, but we're just using part of your action. Like whatever, we don't care. It's more cinematic. And she has, let's see, 30. She has about 50 feet of fly speed left. After having, or no, we'll call it half, so 40. She has 40 feet of fly speed left after all of that, but she has to give up half of that to grab Arn, so she's got 20 feet that you guys can get up into the air, and this Wraith is going to attack Arn for leaving his square.
That's fine. Can Zima fit in the thing? Can't you just kind of fly Zima into the hut?
Would Zima fit in the hut? Because I'll definitely just bring her and Arn into the hut.
Yeah, we can freaking.
No,
poke our
she
stuff in
she
there.
she will not fit into the hut with the rest of you. Just got too much going on. Yes, I know. I can see what you're doing with your, but I'm talking about, like, in totality of, like, her mass is gonna make it to where you guys are, like, being pushed up against there. You can't fight effectively with her in there.
Got it.
And it says the spell will fail if there's a larger creature.
Yeah, it's only 9 medium creatures or smaller.
See?
My concern is with 20 feet means we're going to be surrounded by the wraiths.
You can
You
get
can get
20
straight
feet
up.
in the air.
Okay, so 20. They can't fly. They're just hovering.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, maybe dude, honestly, I would just kind of worry about yourself. I mean, if something happens to me, I mean, I fucked up. So I don't want you to like risk your life too.
Well, I mean, it's a good plan. I'm just not confirming whether or not the wraiths are capable of actual flight.
Okay, we'll try it.
Electo,
I'm going to grab him, and we're going to fly 20 feet up in hopes that if they can fly and they knock us either, we can get back in the tent and survive this, I hope. So we're 20 feet, and he missed on his attempt.
He did.
Okay.
But now I get to re-roll and get a crit. No, I'm just kidding.
Of course. How could I forget?
Okay, so it is taking every last ounce of self-control that Electo has to not drop the tent, which will be foolish, but he wants to drop the tent and just go smash all of these wraiths for killing his elephant. You can probably see the veins on his head because he's bald, so you can see him just freaking out, breathing hard. But yeah,
don't do it.
I cannot
Don't do it.
I cannot step out of the tent. It will disappear. And I cannot cast through the tent. So I am kind of stuck, I think. Unless somebody has a great idea for something I should do. But
Just hold off, because I'm thinking if you can drop this, you could step out and then recast it. So if you need to, you can just drop it. If we can all get in the same fucking 10-foot area, even if we're down, you can make sure you put it up around us, right?
that will use my last
It's
third
just
level slot, but yes, I theoretically could do that.
Is it an
just Zemo.
action to cast it?
Yes.
I think I can ride this one.
It actually has a casting time of 1 minute. It's a ritual, so I cannot just cast it in one action.
This
Yeah.
hut is pretty clutch right now.
Let's just live. We'll take the risk we've taken that they can't fly, but if they can, we're coming right back in there. So Zima can get away without us. She can outrun them, but we can't.
Okay, so I am very, very upset and not doing anything.
The wraith swings at Arn as his legs dangle tantalizingly just out of reach because you're 20 feet up. Arn is, about 7 feet tall.
Like 6.5.
Yeah. So, he's pretty big, and so 20, and then 15, and then his legs are in the next 5-foot square down there, which is only 10 feet up. So the wraith, is like just missing your legs as he swings at your legs with his sword.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, no, that's all.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's
Awesome.
just like, but he can't get you. But you're like kicking. You're like, like get higher, higher.
Throw it away. Yeah.
What the hell, man? Pull up, pull up.
It's because Tusky's like, you're a little fat man. Lose some weight.
Yeah.
You mean Zima? Tusky's dead.
Oops. Whatever. They're both the same. I'm kidding.
That's what I said. Tusky's dead. I run away. And these guys are all just like, we want to kill you. Get down here. Let us kill you. Please.
Yeah, it sucks because I know not. Oops. It sucks because I know not all battles are winnable. Like, not all challenges are meant to be like. Not all challengers should be killed. Like, sometimes you have to run. Like, that's the thing. It's just Arn is really mad that he can't just avenge Tusky here. That these things just kind of snuck up on us and killed Tusky, which is mildly annoying to him.
On the plus side, that didn't capture Greg's solo, so let's be grateful for that.
Imagine Greg. He like comes out of the grave. It probably should have, right? I mean, if that.
Remember, Arn said that little prayer over him, and the light shone down, and
Oh shit! Maybe that's important. Maybe
Well,
we should note that.
A prayer on these bodies before we light them on fire.
Well, maybe I should do like a check or something to see if I noticed that, because that's kind of metagaming. I did not notice that.
Well, I thought it would be obvious that you would remember that, like, oh yeah, the one guy who I actually like gave a proper burial to didn't come back.
Probably. I guess to Arn it happened like a few hours ago, but to me it happened a week ago. So I guess that's I kind of forgot.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, though, notably missing is Lord Cromwell.
That is true. This is so weird. What if he fucking woke up and walked away? Gosh, I don't know. Can I reach them from where I am? Can I just kind of swing down with a sword?
No, like you'd be in the same position that they are, you know.
Can I use my action to climb on top of what are you saying?
You're being held by the griffin. Just let it do its job.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, can I try to get on top of it or no? Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna try to fall. Fuck that. All right.
No, by all means, try to fall.
Nah, I'm good. All right, Logan's puppy. What do you do?
We're in the tent here.
He continues to bark and growl at the wraiths that he can still see.
What a brave dog.
Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna come out here. Hold on, I can't hit both keys at the same time, so let me target all these. Okay, so they're all targeted, so now I'm going to cast Turn Undead on them. So let's see. Do I drop it on them? I can just cast on them. What happened? Only that one?
I succeeded.
Only one save? Well, there should be more than one.
Yeah, it only did it to one for some reason.
Okay, well, let me just see if I drop it on the other ones. That was fine.
Dang, that thing crit. That's success. Oh, maybe I have to do one at a time.
Okay, no, hold on. It's not right because my wisdom save should be. Oh, no, maybe that is right. Maybe it is 14. Okay.
And you don't have to drop it on them all individually. If you drop it into the chat, it'll go on all of them that are targeted. But yeah.
Oh, I see. So we'll just take out the guys who saved already.
Yeah, and then take 9 off as well. Oh, here I got
Okay,
it.
no, there's something wrong because they shouldn't have succeeded with 10.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
It's set at 8 for some reason. The spell save set at 8.
Yeah, someone coded my thing differently too, so that was.
I just put the generic. I drag and drop it from the.
Hold on.
Oops, technical difficulties.
Yeah, because I got a really high spell save. Like it's much higher. Like I specialized in getting it higher.
Okay, so it is a wisdom save 8 plus ability, which is your wisdom.
Yeah, it should be. It should be like +7.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so should I do it again or?
Yes, retarget everyone and do it again.
Okay. Are they're not targeted right now?
Oh, except for Wraith number 9, who rolled a 20 and should like get that counted.
That is also
All you gotta
fair.
do is
Put
press
9
the
out. It's like
the
4.
spell and it'll do it automatically, right?
Yes.
So yeah, target everybody except for 9, and then put the
Yep.
thing into the chat, and then
Yep.
it should work.
Okay, here
Yep.
we go.
Yeah, I guess we're all rusty today, guys. We're all freaking out.
I guess so, yeah.
I've actually never done this before, so
All right, so
I
some
step out and
failures,
sh-
some successes.
I
That's
show
good. At
off
least
the
3.
metal arm. You see the metal arm just kind of like light up with holy light, and then I step back in the tent.
All right, now drop the effect on as well.
Put the effect into the chat, right? And it should
Yep.
automatically.
Yep.
There you go. Awesome.
So
I'm just
those 3 are
double-checking.
turned.
Cool. That's great.
Yes.
How fast can Zima fly? Well, what's her fly
Dash.
speed?
880.
Yeah, so if we dash, we can outrun these things.
We can climb too.
Oh yeah. They're stuck on the floor. What am I talking about?
All right, that was it for my turn.
All right, this wraith comes over and tries to swing at Arn, but can't.
Turned.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm turned. Doop, doop, doop. I run away. I am
See?
turned.
My god is the sky, the fire.
The Skyfire Chronicles are my favorite.
It's picture me arguing with bringers like in Conan. It's like, my god, Grom sits on the mountain.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get about 10 feet higher in the air, and then fly to 70.
Well, hold on. If Zima's acting independently, then she is going to decide what to do right now. If you're taking control as the rider, then she acts on your turn. And so, since you took control as the rider and used the rest of her movement, now she actually doesn't get her turn right now.
Fair enough.
That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Not you're holding the reins, so she's waiting for your action.
Exactly.
Yeah, she lets out a dramatic like roar while he takes the reins there.
It doesn't change anything except for Bringers gets his turn first, but for the sake of rules.
Yeah, I get it. For semantics. Yeah. It makes sense.
All right, my bonus action, move my hammer over and hit the wraith.
No flanking because they're in the air.
And I assumed I couldn't flank with another hammer.
You can flank with your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, the
and
spiritual weapons can flank, yes.
And you can also move the spiritual weapon up. It can move in a 3D space as a fly speed, not a walk
Well, I'll
speed.
go there then. And a flank, what do we do?
Now it's advantage, yep.
So click advantage.
Yep. I just know if we +2 or whatever. Okay, so we're advantage flanking. All right, here we go. Oh, my spells are all in different positions.
Yeah, he kind of like tidied up the things, and it changed a lot of our normality.
Yeah, sorry if you guys were used to stuff, but I needed to add it to everybody's, and when I'm doing stuff like that, it's easier if it's all like done one way.
Oops.
So I quote unquote did it the right way.
Okay.
Was that a crit?
That's a crit.
You cut the knee off. And
Yeah,
his leg's broken.
unfortunately, it's a wraith, but you know.
Yeah, it's just kind of like floating
And
there,
then
hovering
I'm gonna
above the ground.
move to there. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I did do the damage. You're good. It looked like it wasn't targeting for a second with the damage.
And then I go back into the tent.
These guys are just super durable.
Fuck, this is kind of a stressful encounter for us.
So we're gonna fly to the. We were about a mile, or how far? I said we were a half mile or a mile from the corpses.
Yeah.
The tent. So we're gonna head that way, and when we get, I assume we can't get there in a turn. It'll take like 3 turns to get there.
It'll take a while to get there. I'm not sure exactly what the calculation is, based on the speed. But yeah. Also, are you just gonna have Arn clutched in Zima's claws the whole time as you're doing this?
She has
On
good
the way
grip.
there, yes. We land. I'll get him on. We'll ride. But
Okay.
on
Okay.
the
So
sprint, I'm worried about keeping everyone else alive.
you are like Rose from Titanic as she's got her arms spread as Zima just has you clutched and you're just flying through the air.
I'm the king of the world.
You're going to say I was Rose because I wouldn't let him on the door.
I know. Just scoot over, asshole. There's enough
There's
room.
plenty of room. Why?
No, there's not enough room, Jack.
Not where they tried it.
All right. So yeah, you guys take off in that general direction, and I will let you know when you get there.
Yeah, we kind of just yell like, "Stay tight."
Yep, stay inside. Don't do anything stupid.
We're gonna go see what we can do or try to figure this out. I wonder, honestly, this is kind of like in my head. What if these things aren't wanting to kill us? What if they like we're waiting for commands from the orb and then we dispelled the orb?
Well,
I
something
don't
was
know.
going to happen. But I failed my wisdom save.
What'd you say?
He said something. It was good that I succeeded on my wisdom save when I came in almost contact with the orb.
Yeah. Is it on the floor in the hut?
Yeah, it's just don't touch it.
Yeah. Let it just leave it there. Don't get near it. Yeah.
Logan, I'll give you $5 if you lick it.
$5. Holy shit.
Maybe we can take control of the rate.
Yeah, well, I think we can once we figure out how to use the thing, but I don't know how to do that yet. So we have to figure out how to. We've got many things to
Yeah.
learn.
This is a very long arc to try to figure this out. This is
Yes.
a thing going on.
Over to elective.
Electo's still sad about Tusky.
Yeah, sorry, my push to talk was not wanting to push. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything, so I think my, moment of anger is starting to devolve into despair, so I'm just sitting on the floor with my head in my hands.
That's sad. That's the one thing that reminded you of home.
Well, he knew me when I was a little boy.
Yeah, that sucks. We can roleplay this. Ugh. I do feel yucky that Arn does feel yucky too that he let Tusky die. He doesn't like when his friends die on the battlefield, man. But this is more of a, this is like it's like your dog died or something. It's your elephant.
All right, so all of the race take off after Dragos. Or no, I'm sorry. You said that it's on the floor. All of the race surround the hut and like sit there like banging against it.
It's just bouncing off the walls like boom, boom, boom. You just hear like ripples, or you see ripples in the in the orb.
It's like I Am Legend when all of the infected just keep smashing into the glass over and over again.
It's a great movie.
Depending on which ending.
Yeah, right. Like, what a dumb thing to do. Never listen to test audiences.
Exactly. Test audiences don't know nothing.
The original's better though with Vincent Price. It's just psychologically more.
I don't think I've seen. What's the original?
It's called The Last Man on Earth. There's actually 3. There's also one with Charlton Heston, but I haven't been able to track that one down.
What? I think I just watched whatever was released. I need to watch the other one.
Yeah, after I saw the Will Smith one, I wanted to go back and see when I found out there was originals, I tracked them.
So, like, 90% of movies made today are, like, based off of something that was already written or,
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
So for my turn, I guess I just kind of hang there.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting the full Superman treatment or the full Batman treatment as he's being flown along with
Like super
Superman and Green
fast.
Lantern
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
My cheeks are flapping in the wind like a cartoon.
The puppy jumps down and runs up to the glass, growling and snapping. He like tries to bite at them, but stops short. Like he's not going out. So
Be careful, they'll eat your dog.
Yeah, don't go out there. I'm gonna pick them up anyway.
he's like.
You got a scrappy dog, dude.
Oh, the undead too. I don't think any dogs like undead.
What about ghost dogs?
That was a good
I'm gonna grab
movie.
the dog. I'm gonna grab the dog and hand the puppy to Electo. Maybe this can cheer you up. We're gonna be here for a while, anyways.
Hey, I know you're like concentrating on keeping us safe and sad about your dead elephant, but will you puppy sit for me?
Yeah, here, just hold him. Maybe just cuddling with him will help him relax. I'm scared Electo's gonna blow up and everything's gonna blow up. Here, nice calm puppy. Hold him.
Yeah, I don't think Electro's totally sure he's not just gonna take down the tent and go kill the wraiths. So maybe this will help.
Yeah, you guys need to convince him to like, hey, you need to fucking keep your shit together because we are depending on you. Bringers, what do you do? I guess you guys just kind of wait, right? I mean, should we still be in initiative? I mean,
Yeah, we got to be in initiative because we're gonna take some turn counts here, but it's gonna start going really fast, because like you
Okay.
guys can still continue to pepper them with your spiritual weapons, and you've got well, Arn can't because he can't control his anymore. So
yeah, I wonder. I think I have to be within 30 feet of it
Yep.
for me to control it. Yeah, so this thing
And
vanishes. Yeah.
Yep.
15. All right, that's 15 there.
Yeah,
And
you guys could pepper it, like you said. Logan and Bringers could.
Oh right, we can come step out. Yeah.
I'm going to hit him with a sacred flame.
Ooh. Ah, it burns.
And back 15 back in.
And you notice as the radiant damage hits it, it really like disrupts its incorporeal form a lot. All right, Dragos, you spend the round urging Zima to fly at full speed. It's not far now. You will land there in another 2 rounds. So I'm gonna just put a little thing on you for 2 rounds.
This was one.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I gently take the puppy off of me and put him to the side, but I am just still here.
And the puppy continues to bark and growl at the race. The race continue to slam against the tiny hut, except for these ones who are turned, and they are still turned. Still turned.
10 rounds until they want to come back and eat us, unless they forget about us because they have no brains.
You don't know if they are intelligent or not. Unless you just were commenting on them like before they were even turned into race because they didn't take the good deal that Dragos offered them.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, like good deal? I mean, 500 gold to just walk away? That's pretty fucking good deal.
Especially when your boss was already dead.
Right. So, Arn, you continue to hang there in suspended humiliation?
I like that word.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you would just skip for me.
Oh, okay. I will now that you said so. Puppy growls. Logan.
Yeah, I'm kind of just hanging there. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a hold of the puppy, so I got a hold of him. Do you think we can maybe knock the jewel out of our hut here?
I think it's
just
I think it's best not to mess with it.
Swallow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, swallow
I'm
it.
just gonna.
We
I'm just gonna
shouldn't
go.
throw it out because if the wraiths
That might give it to them.
Well, I mean, what'll they do with it? They'll take it and run away. Like,
Or
It's
all right,
kill us
I'll
with
just
it.
or that it's lost somewhere. Yeah.
We don't know what it does at all. Let's just not give it up.
all right. I'll make sure I hold the dog then and just wait.
I'm running.
Yeah, I think the safe play is just to freaking try to burn these bodies, or I don't know what we're gonna do to them.
I'm gonna hammer him again. Or not. And 5, 10, 15. And hit that wraith. Hopefully with another sacred flame.
Oh. Boom.
Hop back into the hut.
Its form is barely hanging in there. It's glitching out.
One more time around.
One more spin around the sun.
We're flying really fucking fast. We're just like zooming through the air.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
roll a wisdom check, both of you.
Yeah, I'm not very wise. Yeah.
Dragos, you've flown on Zima enough to like remember, but Arn is like, this is awesome.
He's like, yeah, don't open your mouth, dumbass.
Yep.
Probably Dragos' exact words, dumbass, calling me.
Feel like I'm gonna lay down on my back.
Electo's really feeling it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, like Electo's just like, I can't. I can't.
Sorry,
anymore.
we shouldn't be laughing at this moment. He really lost.
Well, because I
like-
really want to go fight them and I can't, so I'm just gonna lay here.
You normally face all your emotions with anger, like fighting, like physical. I don't know.
Well, yeah, like with more than physical, with the metaphysical, reality altering powers that he possesses, he can bring down entire groups, but he can't do anything about having to have watched Tusky get stabbed to death with ghost swords as he had to keep a hut up to protect his allies.
Yeah, it's taking
Ooh,
some refinement.
That does
for
give
you,
me
I
a
bet.
good character development idea.
Are you gonna be?
What? Okay.
He's gonna be Syndrome. All right. So we can't get in there. We want to get in there, but we can't. Same with me. I'm just still running away.
Oh.
Oh man, I want to get in there too. But I also am like almost dead again. It sucks. It is better than having to run away. Iron, of course, you are, just hanging out, but you've now learned to not talk while flying. The
I got a
the
spell
puppy goes over uh by the stone and starts sniffing it.
Yeah, just stay there. Don't go anywhere. Stay near us.
If that puppy starts turning, you better fucking slice its head off, dude.
It growls as it sniffs the stone.
Ah, that's okay. It'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to try using a spell slot. I got a couple left. So guiding bolt at the wraith. Oh, that hit. Nice. There we go. I got one of them. Second.
As your guiding bolt smashes into the wraith, it kills it. That was kind of a waste, though. That one only had 5 hit points left. You did 26 damage to it.
I know. I got one more spell slot, so I've never done that before either. That was like a fireball, Street Fighter
Yeah.
style.
Yeah. Should have targeted number 9.
Worked that time.
All right. So, is that your turn?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I run away some more. I run away some more.
All right, bonus action, move my hammer up, and I'm going to smack the wraith.
Bam.
And this time, I'm going to... I'll still Sacred Flame. It seems to be lucky right now, as I probably will miss. And go back in.
All right, Dragos. You land.
Okay, I'll tell Arn to start the prayer, and I am going to use.
Have we arrived?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you also have a fire sword. Maybe you do want to burn them. I don't know, but I
No,
would.
I
I would
do want to burn them. I'm going to use. What am I going to use here? There's a word I wanted to say. I don't know. Ray or burning hands. Either one I think would be useful here. I think burning hands, since it's a ray.
Okay, so we get there and you're like rubbing your hands together, getting them warm, and then I say,
Well, first, as you guys arrive, you notice. Well, do you investigate or do you just?
I mean,
land?
yeah, we're looking at the body. Yeah.
All right, so roll for investigation.
Okay, fuck. Where did we place Cromwell? Just for logistics, did we place him on the bottom?
In the bottom of the.
Okay. What do I need to roll? Investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Arn, you're still
I'm closing
trying
my
to
eyes. I'm praying.
You're still trying to spit out the June bug that you swallowed. But Dragos, you can see right away that not only has the pile been disturbed, but there are footprints leading away.
Frick, dude. Disturbed as in like, so are the bodies still here, all 9 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. But Cromwell's body seems to be missing.
Well, you don't know whose body is missing, but the pile has been disturbed and there's footprints leading away.
I see. Okay.
So we're going to light this thing up, say the prayer. I'm going to light it on fire, and then we're going to get back on Zima and hunt him down.
All right. It's going to take
a
few rounds to do all of that.
Okay. I'm going to say, so I close my eyes and I kneel and I have my sword, like, stabbed into the ground and I have one hand on the sword.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't do any of that.
I will hold the burning hands as an action until he says his prayer.
Okay. Electo's still listening to Adele and eating ice cream.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's not much we can do here.
Is Electo like almost the edge of tears? Like, can the guys tell that you're freaking out? Like
He's not
outwardly?
crying. He's angry.
Yeah. Okay.
Electo's
I'm
not
just trying to
crying.
get the-
You're crying.
I'm just trying to get the feeling. I'm just trying to like imagine the scene that's going on.
I'm gonna do some role play after, but I am gonna walk off by myself because he doesn't, confide in others. So you'll hear it as yourselves, but your characters won't.
And he comes back and he's just like wiping his eyes. He's like, okay, I'm feeling better. Oh, my turn. Okay. So I kneel and I put, my sword into the ground and have one hand on the sword and I say, Torm, please guide these soldiers to their grave. Their souls are being tormented. And, do some more prayers. And then I let Dragos light the body. And then as the bodies are
Okay,
catching on
so
fire.
your turn
Okay.
is 6 seconds. So you say a 6-second prayer, or
I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying to play a movie. I don't know, like.
no? I understand, but I'm just the symbolism is great. But if you're saying a prayer, like, are you just like, hey Torm, these guys were all right, or are
No,
you at?
I said it. I said, Torm, please guide these soldiers to their grave. Their souls are being tormented. They died on the battlefield and should meet you in heaven or in wherever your heaven
All
is.
right, so that already was probably over 6 seconds. So let's
Okay,
just
I
say
said
that
that.
your whole turn is taken up doing the prayer. And so do you immediately release your burning hands at the end of his turn, or do you allow him a second turn in case he's got like some more benediction to recite?
That was my my prayer. I don't need to say anything else besides that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
just
like
do
it's a
it, man.
Christian
Drag
prayer
it.
to where
Do
there's
it.
an amen at the end. He doesn't necessarily know when it ends.
Just wait for when I get a nod from Arn that it's done. I'll start.
Okay.
Can I not nod at the end of the 6 seconds?
No, yeah, you can. You can.
Okay,
I'm not
and
trying to
I-
be difficult. I'm just making sure that I explain the logistics of what's happening here.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to match your energy, okay? I'm just as you push and pull, I push and pull. It's a part of the dynamic. Okay?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm just
I
fucking
just I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that, like, I'm not trying to stop you from accomplishing this. I'm just making sure you understand the logistics.
Okay, yeah, and then I say that, and then I pick up my head and I nod to Dragos.
And so when he gives me the sign, I use the burning hands to start the pile, and I will then. I assume that's my turn, and I'll get the sword out for the next turn and light up anything else that isn't burning quickly.
Okay. Iron, is that your turn? Yeah, of course it is, because otherwise he couldn't have gone. The puppy goes to do that little thing that dogs do where they like rear up on their hind legs and then slam their front legs down by something like they're threatening it.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude.
And he does that again and again to the stone.
Don't try me.
Look at how big I am.
Okay, I got one more spell slot, so let me use that.
That guiding bolt was great. Butler probably hurt him pretty well.
Yeah, here we go. Last spell slot and do it again.
No, 19.
There we go.
Boom. Oh,
Right,
man.
succeed. Yeah, I can shoot fireballs, guys. Well, that's it. I know, so.
Ignore that about the no reactions. They don't suffer from system shock.
Yeah, no problem. That was for Electo. That was for you, buddy. Thanks for keeping me from dying.
Yeah.
I continue to run away. Brave Sir Robin ran away. I run away. I await my master. Well, actually, since my master's not on me right now, I'm gonna like sniff the air, and I don't like the smell of the burning bodies.
I heard it smells like bacon. Is that true?
Or pork.
Long
Yeah,
pork.
like
It's
pork.
called long pork.
Ugh, gross.
Long pig, it's called, but yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, Zima doesn't like the smell of the burning bodies. which is odd because this is a war griffin who's like been around this. So like when you see her like shaking her head, like you can tell that like something's off.
She's a diva. Bringers, it's back to you.
All right. Let's see here. So my hammer takes a shot to Wraith.
The wrathful wraith. Running raffles.
Go to here. I think I'm gonna actually this time I'm going to
Kiss it.
Eldritch Blast it.
Oh, nice.
Another crit. Wow.
Bam! Your Eldritch Blast rips apart the wraith's ethereal form for a moment before it coalesces back into a barely there wraith.
Okay.
You still have your spiritual weapon, right? Or did you?
He
Yeah, I
already
hit him.
attacked with that, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, Dragos. So as you look around, you notice that mostly what's burning is the clothing and tent material, and the bodies, now that they're like starting to be exposed, are like not burning.
So I have a question. Since some of the bodies aren't burning, how about the bodies that we or the rates that we have killed? Are we noticing that some bodies are burning and others are not, or what is going on?
Yeah, you'd have to roll for perception to.
Well, I don't want to control you, Dragos, so up to you.
Yeah, you notice that some of the bodies are burning, but others are not.
So
I'm gonna use the flaming sword to basically sort of push it onto one of the bodies that isn't burning to see if keeping the sword on it will get it to burn. And then I'm going to send the imp after the to follow the footprints wherever they're going, so I know what's happening there.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you put the flame tongue rapier on the longsword on the body that isn't burning, and it continues to not be burning. And the imp takes off to follow the footprints. And is there anything else?
No, I suppose that's got to be my attempt this turn. I'll have to try again next time.
did you push the sword into it or just like lay it on it?
I would have tried laying it on it and then pushed it into it, like just trying to do anything to get it to burn.
Yeah, because if you pushed into it, I wondered if it hurt any of the wraiths that they're looking at. Like, I wonder if hurting its body hurts the wraith at all. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something.
I would have had accelerant in my bag, but I assume I didn't bring it with me in this. It would be back in the tent.
Yeah, probably.
I have lamp oil I could have used, but that's not with me. Well, I'll try hacking its head off next turn.
Well, if you guys chase down the footprints, we're gonna have to sit here in the hut for.
Yeah,
Until it gets
I know
back.
what you mean. Yeah, I don't think we can chase the footprints. I think the imp will just
Let's
follow.
try to find out what it is, and then we can decide. But we got to deal with this first.
All right, Electo.
Keeping the hut up.
Okay. So I'm there as well. I mean, I guess I can try to can I try to stab into one of the bodies that are not being burned?
Sure.
How would I do that? Do you want me just to roll in an
No,
attack?
you just stab it.
Okay, I freaking stab it into like or I try to cut one of the non-burnt bodies' heads off and see if they notice anything back at the camp. Maybe something I won't know, but they can know. I don't know.
With a mighty swing, you lop the head off of one of the bodies.
And I say, Torm, answer my prayers. And then I do that, and then that's it.
The puppy begins barking at the stone rapidly. It's like freaking out. It's like.
It's just not gonna leave it alone. Okay.
He
I
can
can go
sense something
close to
weird.
this
Yeah.
one. Sorry, let me just find the spell here. There we go.
Be careful. If you step out and in right there, he will be able to attack you.
Oh, I know. I have no choice. Everything else I have is I don't have any range.
Yeah, I think you just wait then and let Bringers handle it. Because
I'll risk it.
okay.
I'm gonna go for it. Fuck, he saved. Oh, he's gonna get an op attack. And I move back.
Alright, so 1 second while I set up the attack.
I haven't been able to hit with that for like I don't once or 4 times.
Alright, you're good.
All right, there we go.
Zima kind of flutters her wings and shows that she wants to take off.
Okay, you guys should just go rest. We'll wait it out until we can meet up.
My thought. Oh, wait for our turn. Sorry.
Bringers?
All right. My hammer again. That's all I really can do. Not even that, apparently. And I'm going to go for the gusto here in Sacred Flame. Nope.
Oh.
And hop back in shame.
Has the imp discovered anything yet?
No.
So I'll turn to Arn and say, like, well, this is not getting us anywhere. Some of these bodies aren't burning for some reason. Should we hunt down to see who left? I'm going to guess it's Lord Cromwell's, and maybe it can tell us how to end these things, and we can deal with that. We can go after him.
We can't leave the party. We can't leave the party behind, even though it's inconvenient. I think we have to go back to help them.
They're fine. There's nothing to be done there. The way we help them is by getting rid of these wraiths. Doing this isn't doing it. We got to try something else.
Well, it's the stone that we have to worry about.
I can't leave them behind. Arn is not going to be able. I'm not going to run away from them. I have to go back to the guys.
We are. You can save them by going forward, not backward.
So we separate, and then they stay there until we report
Until
back.
we figure out what to do, but how we save them is by getting rid of the wraiths.
Cromwell has nowhere to go. He's not.
He's on foot.
I mean, the imp is going to catch up to him eventually. I think we. I don't know. I mean, like I said, you can say what you want, but I think Arn wants to go back. These guys are like, attacking them. The orb's not gonna it's only gonna last 8 hours. I don't know how long these things will stay alive. I don't feel safe just like leaving them behind.
Cromwell can only go home or to the stone. There's nowhere else for him. He's not just gonna run around the wilderness.
I guess we should ask which way are the footprints going? North? Because so if they were heading north, I'm guessing Dreadfort is somewhere in the Oops, I moved the thing. Somewhere in the like near Goldeshmir in those mountains, right? Or I mean, I guess we don't know. But
It's over by Carpathia, but yeah. So anyway, they are heading off in that direction.
in towards Carpathia.
Yes.
Okay, so he's heading to Dreadfort. He just kept walking. I wonder, fuck, dude.
Carpathia's fucked. He's probably going to the tomb there that we've already been to, where all the
So
other evil shit is.
let's move on. I'm just trying to pay more attention to what Arn would do and not what I would do. And I guess I'll wait for my turn and I'll decide then.
So
I did hear you though. I know you want us to chase. So you want us to, just to hear you out. You want us to chase the footprints.
yeah, and maybe there's a way he can tell us how to end this thing, or tell us what the orb is, or maybe just killing him again will get us out of this.
Okay, I'll wait for my turn to respond.
I assume we've had no, like, leaving the flaming sword on the bodies has done nothing to it.
Nothing.
Yeah, they're like enchanted. They're protected unless we kill their actual bodies, or until we kill the wraiths, I think.
Or their souls in the stone, and it's just sitting here.
Smash the stone? Hell no, it's gonna fucking explode. I don't know, guys. This is something spooky. Like there are supposed to be things that we can't figure out. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna take us a while to figure this out. Like I'm not complaining that this is hard, DM. I'm just saying like fuck. Like this is to us as like our characters. This makes no sense. Nothing like this has ever happened to us where wraiths come out of the ground and
Yeah.
this is
Well, that's why I
fucking
say we
wild.
just wait it out until we can
Yeah,
move on in the morning.
we need to understand that this is wild to us. Like this is this doesn't happen to normal people.
Electo?
No, I think I'm just gonna still stay still. I'll sit up again, but I'm not gonna do anything else.
So I look towards Dragos and I say, do you promise me we'll go back for them?
Yeah, of course.
Listen, dude, this is, I don't normally run from my problems. I mean, I guess I'm not running from my problems, but this just seems weird to me. Like I've never seen anything like this before. These monsters are obviously from these bodies. They look exactly like the knights that we fought, but they are back alive. And this orb is fucked, man. Like I don't know how to deal with this. Let's. I'll put my trust into you once again, Dragos, and I hop on Zima, and I wait for you to hop on. Which is weird because you guys are just gonna like wait for us to come back. I guess bringers can consistently just pop off sacred flames until these things die, right? Theoretically.
The puppy leaps at the stone and bites it right as a flash of necromantic energy pulses off of it. The puppy is instantly consumed by it and is destroyed completely, and just sitting on the floor is the stone once again just laying there glowing softly.
Did the puppy just disintegrate?
Yep.
It just turned into a pile of ash on the floor?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we know the reason the wraiths are here. It's because of the stone. So we can pick it up, right, without touching it directly. I can wrap my hand in a towel
No,
or
that
something.
didn't work. Dragos had to make a check as soon as he touched it.
Because okay, I'm just gonna ask Bringers. We got to put it in your bag. Your bag of holding will hunt it off into some other place, and it won't be here anymore.
Gonna do more than that. I can have my unseen servant grab it and carry
What's
it.
gonna happen to me if I pick it up? Yeah, there you go. Just do that. I'm just gonna crouch down near it now and try to wait for you to pick it up.
What do you do when your dog dies? Do you scream?
I kind of knew what was gonna happen. This thing's evil. We shouldn't have just like this is all our fault. We totally underestimated the stone, and it's just progressively getting worse. That's why I'm not too worried about whoever ran from the body pile because this thing's fucked, and we were gonna, and even like we can't even pick it up right now.
All I know is I don't want to fight some rat wraith puppy.
What do
See if
you
you can
think?
shove it in your-
Well, tell us what you think you should do with it. Like, do you think I don't know? Because I know as players we want to figure out what it does, but what would you do? Would you just fucking smash it? Like I don't know. What would Logan do? I don't want
Oh,
force
what
your character to do
if
what I
we
want.
can just take it back to I don't know, take it to Cromwell's house. If there's no information on it there, we put it back in his vault and we burn the whole fucking place down.
It must be brought to Mount Doom and cast into the fires.
I don't know, Bringers, if you want to risk it putting it in your bag, if you can lift it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Put my bag.
He's an unseen servant. Just use that.
Yeah, I can cast that as a ritual when we get time.
Well, hey,
Yeah,
I
nothing
don't know
but
if you want to sit. If we want to sit for what is it, a minute, 10 minutes?
Well,
We got all night, buddy.
I'm going to attack this thing with a hammer first. I think we got to dispose of these.
Your hammer finishes off Wraith number 9.
I assume the bodies over here starts to burn.
Well, now don't get it twisted. Like when I say burn, I mean like the skin is blistering and peeling, and like they're not just like being consumed by the fire. Like they're just burning a little. But yes.
But yeah, but the ones that were, since he killed that one, the one that was not getting burnt at all, it just starts to blister.
Yep.
Like okay, I'm just double checking that we know what's going on. So like later when we reconvene as a group, we can discuss like, well, some of them were burning, and then it took a while and then we could just figure it out.
Yeah.
Wait, we'll take off after the footprints and see what we can find.
We're just dashing.
Got a
160 feet.
All right. So as you take off after the footprints, you guys, the imp has a head start on you, and the imp suddenly sees that the footprints disappear.
Like that they're not in the ground anymore. They're just aren't.
There's just no more footprints.
Does it lead into somewhere, or
No.
it just stops?
It just stops.
Like an open field or something.
Yeah, like where exactly? Like the imp sees it walk just into an open field, then it just stops.
Yep, just footprints and then no footprints.
Okay.
That is where I carried you.
He started to fly.
All right, Dragos, what do you do? Continue to fly in the direction of the footprints, or what?
All right, so I'm going to send the imp forward, heading north to see if it can pick up the trail, and we're going to wheel back and head back to finish off the last of the wraiths, since we can just do it from Zima.
Okay. So it's going to take you another 4 rounds to get back. I will set that up for you now.
We get back in fucking like 30 seconds. Hella fast. Yeah. Mach speed.
If it helps, Electo, I think they're immune to most of our spells unless we have Radiant, Holy.
Yeah, I don't have any Radiant at all.
Well, you at least get to ride in style this time.
Okay, so I just discovered that uh, a melee spell attack counts as a attack for my feet, so I can use my cantrip.
Nice.
And then with mobile, I can just go back into the see if this works because this is probably I got so many actions. I don't know where I put my cantrip. All right, let's see if this guy saves again. He saved again.
Dang it.
They do not like my holy manga shouting words. All right. Yeah,
I am the light in the darkness.
it's nothing's working.
It's your turn again, Bringers.
Let's see here. I'm just trying to think about my. Well, I'm gonna move my hammer. Attack it. On here, Sacred Flame it. And go back in.
Whoa. It manages to resist your holy light. Yep, so Dragos, you're just, counting down until you can not be traveling. And the Wraith continues to lash out at the thing, and these guys are all turned. Ooh, almost done being turned. Sweet. Logan. Logan.
Earth to Logan.
This is ground control to Logan.
Maybe we skip until he comes back. I don't know.
I mean, I have a timer on his thing, so if we get to the end of that and he still hasn't responded, then yeah. Hello, Logan. If you're talking, you're muted.
Oh,
He
I'm
can be
sorry, guys. I had to get my mouth. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, there's still only one wraith standing here, so I can still keep attacking. Once they group up, though, I won't be able to do this.
If you go outside, you'll be flanking with the hammer.
Yeah, and then your feet could
Okay, let's
just.
do that. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's a spell, so.
Oh,
I get
well,
any-
yeah. I forgot, yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna sit with Electo. We're just gonna like meditate here. I got nothing else to throw at these things.
Alrighty. My hammer's gonna go here. Hammer's gonna time to hit it again. And Sacred Flame.
Sacre bleu, he failed.
Put my brave self back in the hut.
Electo, roll an Arcana check as you sit there. You have nothing better to do but to look at the stone and roll an Arcana check. Okay, so what's happening
nice.
is it is basically charging up power and releasing necrotic pulses every minute. And so every 10 rounds or so, there is a burst of necrotic energy, and anyone inside of this Liamon's tiny hut is going to take an unknown amount of necrotic energy damage if they're still in here the next time it goes off. The puppy saved you guys the last time.
Oof.
Oh shit. Okay, I think we gotta run.
Okay. You guys think I should just drop the hut and we're gonna bolt?
We don't need this stone. The stone, like, it was just a huge distraction that Cromwell dropped in our lap, and I have no problem just leaving it here and taking off.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
Bringers has a problem with just leaving a stone this evil just laying around where anyone can just have it.
Yeah, that.
well, we don't necessarily have to leave it here, but we at least have to get out of the way.
That's
I know
true. And also Electo, just on general principle, would have a problem with leaving something this powerful just laying around for just anyone to mess with, you know.
I know I'm
Right.
not there and I'm not the magic guy, but would putting it because the bag of holding is like a like a mini dimension or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
that's what I said. You just
Yeah,
shove it in
but
there.
if that
Yeah,
goes up inside there, we all get sucked into a.
does it? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just dig a hole and bury it because it can't pulse through the dirt.
What? You know this?
Yeah, it's
Well, I'm
necrotic.
a cleric.
It's one weakness. Dirt.
Oh, it's like just like if you have anything you cast on yourself, you
Yeah.
can
What if
cover it up.
he put it into the safe at nighttime because he knew it did this? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
there
he was
could have been
he was
some like
traveling with it. He was holding it in his hand. There's a way to control it, but let's.
wonder if dispelling magic would work again or counterspell.
Or take control of it.
Yeah, like do you
You
think
could
that I
just
should just
fucking grab it.
Grab it
No,
and like
I'm not gonna
toss
do
it.
that.
No.
We're the
I saw the
guardians of the galaxy.
I saw the puppy bite it and disintegrate, so I'm not gonna grab it. But
Well, that's when it pulses, right? If you take control of it, I mean, you managed to dispel it.
but I don't know when it's gonna pulse. I'm not just gonna, shoot, guys, I'm torn.
Yeah, I know. It sucks that you kind of just had to sit here the whole time.
Or Electo may want to just dig a hole and see if that actually works.
You can dig the
Well, but
hole.
either way, I'm gonna need to drop the hut. I'm pretty sure because we need to get away. Whatever we do with it, we need to get away from it so that it doesn't blast us.
Yeah.
Well, I think he said the radius is like the hut. I don't think the hut is actually containing the pulse.
Well, right,
If-
but yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say to Logan and Bringers that this thing's gonna explode any second and it's gonna attack us next, so we need to get out of here.
No, it's not any second. It just went off, so it'll be a little bit before it goes off.
10 minutes.
1 minute.
Oh,
10,
that's
10, 10
No.
rounds.
Oh, my difference.
Okay, let me think for a second. Ooh, you know. Let me see. I have. What's many say? No, that's a waste. I was gonna say I have rope trick, so I can drop this, and we can get up
Yeah, we can
away
climb
from.
up into the hole.
Yeah, we can get away from it, and but still be away from the wraiths. But then we're not like so far away from. We're not just running away and hoping the wraiths don't chase us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that works. Just move somewhere back, and we'll all climb up in there.
Okay, so gonna walk to the very back here and step out. So now the hut is gone, and I'm gonna cast rope trick. And climb up.
The Wraith moves in and attacks Logan.
Oh no.
This Wraith moves back some ways, but it's still a ways away. This Wraith moves back some ways, but it's still a ways away.
All right, so let's try that. No, I'm gonna hit with my sword. I'm not even gonna try magic anymore. My bot isn't helping me right now.
I'm not sure if it takes your action to get up the rope, but make sure you get up the rope.
Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. I'm gonna gently put this dice over here. I'm not gonna roll that. Yeah, let me double check. I'm gonna check the spell. Yeah, climbing the rope. It count as movement, right? It's just does climbing count as movement?
Climbing counts as movement unless it's particularly difficult.
Because yeah, I can just scamper
Climbing
up
a
there
rope
after.
is particularly difficult.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm up in the little pocket dimension. Here we go.
Climbing a ladder is part of movement.
I guess. Well, if I don't, so will it take my action to go up? Because if it's gonna get an opposite.
Yes, it'll
Either
take
way.
your action to go up.
All right. I guess I'll give it back.
All right, I
I'm
attack
coming
you.
to let go. Let's see. Oh, phew. I made it, Electro. I made it.
All right, we gotta just hide out up here for a minute.
All right. Bringers.
Get up the
Alrighty.
rope!
The rope's way over there. How lovely is that? So first things first, I'm going to hit this thing with my hammer.
Remember, you have to use your action to get up this rope if you want to come.
Right, this is a bonus
Remember
action.
that if you take it out this turn, you don't have to worry about it.
That's true. Oh, another crit, man. Wow.
If you can nail it with the radiant damage, it will go down.
I don't know. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here.
Where are you going?
Oh, never mind. You can't deal enough radiant damage to take it out.
I'm assuming those rafts are they're just like that because you don't have enough map space, right?
Yes.
They should be like
okay,
forever
they're not waiting
away.
there for you?
Okay. Yeah, they're a long ways away. They only have to go until they can't see whoever cast it.
Come up the rope.
Why'd you go that way?
We'll see. And then
Okay.
I'm going to for my action, I'm going to blind this. No, I'm not.
Because I thought I was crazy. That's a pretty crazy move right there.
Nope, I'm not gonna blind it. I'm actually going to Sacred Flame it because. All right.
This is the last one back. I'm back next. We are back next round.
Correctamundo. Hey, Electo. You can cast a spell.
Ooh, I can. Let me see.
Yeah, attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance
Right.
into, but those inside can see out as if through a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope.
You can wait. You can cast while on a rope.
I
Uh,
believe.
Right now we're sitting in a pocket dimension. There's a hole in the floor, I guess, beneath us.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So yeah, Electo can cast down if there's anything beneath the rope.
No way I'd want to climb up that rope with my bag of holding. Doesn't that cause a problem?
Only if you turn it inside out or something. The only thing you have to worry about is a portable hole. Otherwise, the bag of holding is amazing.
I'm cast magic missile then.
All right. So now you'll see on your magic missile, I fixed it for you. Instead of having the damage like dealt like it was, now you pick what slot you're using, and the number of missiles that you cast is how many damages there are. So you just drag one of them over for each target that you're on, and it'll always deal the correct amount of damage.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And then so that way, if you're hitting multiple targets, you can, and it'll always have the exact right number of targets for you. So I'm going to attack you now. You succeeded, so this is not taken off of your maximum HP, but it sends you into system shock, and you have no reactions and take disadvantage on attacks and checks because you're in system shock as the wraith's ethereal sword pierces into your body, and you can feel the death like literally like seeping into you as it simultaneously drains your life. You also don't like it.
Are you sure? It sounds pretty pleasant.
All right, so that wraith is finally like back on the map. This wraith is still a far distance away. This wraith is now back, like not on the map, but you can see him. He's one turn away from being where he is on the map. Arn's still flying. Logan's run.
There's really not much I can do. I'm not really.
So wait a minute.
I run
So
out
he
there.
hit me, right?
Yes.
So I wanna. So my question is, as he hit me, you said I can't do any reactions.
Yeah, you went into system shock.
Right, but that's
That's
he
after the damage. Yes.
right. So I could have done my hellish rebuke then as soon as he hit me.
As a reaction, yes. As he hits you, fire bursts out and burns up his sword and burns him as the death uh, energy seeps into you. You guys like are sitting there like killing each other. You cut it out! You cut it out! All right, and then Logan, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not risking going out there, man. There's still too many of them.
The English are
And
too many.
I don't have any more range, so unless I decide to be the next target, they're all gonna rush on me. If I go out there. Springers, man, you're gonna have to make it.
You just cheer
just
bringers
going
on.
for
You're like, you can do it, man.
Let's go, run.
All right, so I am several turns from being back. As am I.
So, first things first, I'm going to attack this thing with Sacred Flame.
Fuck, nice.
Then I'm going to... It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 30.
As your sacred flame burns the wraith, it is consumed completely and disappears.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to... Do I see that wraith?
Yeah, like, you can see its glowing eyes. Like I said, it's still another turn from being where it is on the map, but it's that far away. So like 200 feet or whatever. All right.
Obviously, not very far movement if he caught up to me.
Right.
He has more than 30.
Yeah. They have 60 feet of movement or whatever. Dragos, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to land over off. Can I let Arn hop off Zima and get back in the air and still use an attack, or is that my action for the turn? Can anyone hear me?
What's that?
So I want to land quickly, let Arn hop off, because I assume Arn actually wants to fight. I want to get airborne again, and can I still attack, or is that my turn?
You can attack. However, Arn, if you're jumping off in the middle of this movement, you're gonna have to tuck and roll, which requires a athletics check in order to try and land properly. Yeah, you're fine.
So can I attack still, or is that my turn?
Yeah, you can attack. Who are you attacking?
One to the right there with Eldritch Blast.
Oh no, he's way off.
Also,
Also, you're targeting Zima. But no, he's way off. Out of Eldritch Blast range unless you have more than 200-foot range.
Which one is closest?
The one to the south, Wraith number 1 is the closest, but he's also another 200 feet away. So I don't know how much movement you have, but it would just be within range if you had your full movement left, which you don't. Oh,
So
also,
I'm just
also
gonna.
you don't have any movement left. What are you talking about? You just had enough movement to make it here. So you land, and Arn jumps off. I was like, oh yeah, you still have movement, so you can go. But no, this was your whole movement to get here.
Okay, so they're still far enough away. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I will just let Arn off, and I'm going to get airborne.
Yep. So you're like 10 feet in the air. You're up there.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna hold off, obviously, because there's nobody close enough to me, I don't think. So, we're gonna wait here. But I have left the rope visible. I didn't pull it up into the rope trick, so the Dragos and Arn can see that, obviously we're up there.
All right. So Wraith number 2 is now 1 turn away, or no, he's now where he is on the map. And I'm a ways away, and I am now where I am on the map. On the map. On the map.
Okay, I just oops. I just stay where I am and I ready in action. When one comes up to me, I'm gonna smack it.
Just make sure you're not too close to the stone.
No, I'm standing under the rope. That way, they come towards me, and then these guys can pop off some spells.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Can't really do anything. Lying down, so I'm ready to protect anybody if something comes. But this dodge again. Let me find the option. Let me just find that dodge effect. There we go.
All right. So I am now 1 turn away from being where I am on the map. I am now 1 turn away from being where I am on the map. I am under your control.
All right.
Bringers?
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells. Okay. All right. So one of them is where they're at. Is that the number? Scroll it in bigger. 7.
No, number 1 is where he's at on the map, and number 2 is where he's at on the map.
Okay. Number 2. All right. So I'm gonna. I'm going to hit him with Eldritch Blast. Actually, take that back. I'm going to hex him. And give him strength. Problem. Then I'm going to hit him So that's level 1 spell. 1 second. Take it off. And I'm going to hit him with Eldritch Blast now. Oof. Then I'm going to. Is Zima up in the air still?
No, they'll at 10 feet, so.
Okay, so I can go underneath him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Zima's a girl.
Oh, well. Alrighty then.
We've never asked. We don't know. We can assume.
Tusky was a boy. By the way, there's still just an elephant corpse just laying there.
You said he was dead.
Yeah.
Alexa was well aware.
Like
yeah,
I
the
couldn't.
body's still there.
Like I couldn't res him. Or
I guess. I mean, we haven't tried to res him though. I mean,
he's.
Well, they ate his soul.
Yeah, that's. That implies that he's just dead.
Oh, he's dead, yeah. Dragos, what do you do?
Okay, come up into the air. So I'm like a solid 30 feet up. I'm going to put Hex on this guy. And then I'm going to go after him with Eldritch Blast.
He's moderately wounded as you light him up. Up. Electo.
Okay. Am I, with where I'm at with my rope, am I able to hit with a firebolt?
Nope.
Okay. Then we are gonna hang out.
Alright, so I am going to fly 120 feet towards you guys. And I am going to be where I am on the map. And I am going to fly 120 feet towards you guys. Oh, that's only 65 feet? Man, I could have almost attacked you this round.
can I do my readied action and then do my normal
Yes.
turn? Okay. So this is my readied action. I'm gonna hit him twice. 1 second. Okay, 1 miss. 1 hit. That much to the Wraith. And then I'm going to move here and end my turn. Oh, wait, my bad. I didn't do my actual turn. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad.
Do your attack.
I was just not thinking. Okay. Okay, and then 1 more. That was not with advantage, but I'll just forego it because I fucked up. And there you go.
He is critically wounded as your magical sword slices into his ethereal form again and again.
All right, I'm gonna jump down and attack him. I can at least use my sword.
You want to be where you were in order to have advantage. Or not. Go
Well,
ahead.
no, it's okay. I just didn't know if I could differentiate between the hole and the.
Right.
So I just moved over. But yeah, you're right. I'll just come right at where it was. There. So yeah, hit. Where's the damage? Yeah, there we go. It's magic, so
Yes, it is.
that's the best I can do.
Your rapier slices into the wraith and its form is nearly gone.
All right, I'll stay here. Well, actually, no, I can move. But I might as well move. I'll just step back. Oh, hey, Arn, where have you been?
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you have. Wait, you didn't flurry of blows. I attack you.
No, I have mobile still though.
Oh,
As long
okay.
as I-
Okay, yeah, you're good. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn? Yep. All right.
I'm like, hey, Arn, how's it going?
All right. I am where I am on the map. And I am where I am on the map. And I'm under your control.
Alrighty, I'm gonna move my hammer to here. Going to attack that. Once I find it. There we go.
You smack the wraith with the hammer.
And I'm going to do a couple Eldritch Blasts. Oops, I gotta do it. Did it do it automatically? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it was already dead? Wait.
No, it just is dying now.
Damage 14 exceeds hit points by 4.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I guess
weird.
so. Yeah.
All right. Well, if that was already dead, I wouldn't have shot at it or aimed at it. I would have gone to this other wraith.
Well, you did 19 and it had 5. I think that was it.
What do you want me to do, DM? Just end my turn.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna 30.
Wait, hold on. Let me just see the last damage that you did here. Yeah, retarget the different wraith and attack it. Wraith number 5 here would be the next closest one.
Okay. Now, where am I?
Yeah.
And
All right, there you go. All is well. Oh wait, no. What am I saying? Just apply the damage to that wraith. You already hit.
no, the first one hit him. I did damage and killed him.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay,
and
I
then you
understand.
rolled on the same one. You still hit, and
Yes.
it's the same stats. So yeah, just apply your damage to wraith number 5. There you go. All right, Dragos, what do you do?
I'm going to move my hex to this guy. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
He is heavily wounded.
Okay, I'm going to use my last first level spell slot and use Witch Bolt on the Wraith.
Now remember to drag Witch Bolt over onto you, the effect onto you, because it's a concentration, and then you'll deal your damage, every round.
Got it.
All right, I fly up, grab the stone, and as I grab the stone, there is a wave of necrotic energy that washes over everyone. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and there we go. Okay, so Bringers and Dragos, you fail your saves. And yeah, sorry about that. I just needed to target you. And as you fail your saves, you pass out. You're just out. The rest of you, um, momentarily are stunned, and you watch as all of the wraiths teleport away with the stone and are just gone. Your temporary stun wears off, and Dragos is caught by Zima in her claws as he began to fall off of her back. And Bringers, you're just passed out in the middle of the crossroads there, and that leaves you guys with a lot of questions. But when Dragos wakes up, he knows exactly what he has to do. You see, something Dragos has been keeping from you guys is that his family actually happens to know a thing or two about the Bloodstone, and he has heard about it and read about it in his youth, and he needs to go back to his family home and get the materials and read up on it and figure out exactly what is going on and what just happened, because he knows that in the coming days, well, I'm just going to fast forward. In the next few days, Dragos begins to have terrible nightmares, as does Bringers, and you've been infected by the Bloodstone, and it's not going to go away. You now have to do something about it, and the first thing you need to do is find out what you need to do. So you're going to have to go back to your family home and research the Bloodstone. And so that is where we leave you guys for this session. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.